You need cooling, baby, I'm not fooling. I'm gonna send you back to schooling. Way down inside, honey, you need it. I'm gonna give you my love. I'm gonna give you
Hello and welcome everybody to the Phoenix Raceway for the fourth race of the KKCS Cup Series in the second season. We're halfway after the conclusion of today's race. We'll be halfway through the regular season and halfway to the playoffs. We've already had 3 races. Last week it was Bristol where Denny Hamlin won. Then we had the Oregon Road Course where Alex Bowman took the victory. And then we had Chase Elliott winning the Daytona 500. No Fords have yet to win this season. We have one. Ford swept the front row at Team Penske there with Joey Logano and Ryan Blaney. But 2024, 2 years ago, we had Ross Chastain dominate this race and win in Phoenix. We'll see. He's starting third today. We'll see if he can do that again, or if Joey Logano can, with another pole at Phoenix, his second pole at Phoenix in 2 starts, if he can win here once again, or capitalize this time. We're going to get to your ones to watch now. Joey Logano won the pole for the second time here at Phoenix. He's trying to look to capitalize. Wrecked out of the race early last year, but this time he's trying to capitalize and actually finish. Then we have Ross Chastain. He's the defending winner. He's starting third, got a good starting position. I think he even started further back last time when we were here, so we'll see if he has a fast car, fastest in practice. And then Denny Hamlin got his first win last week, and now this week he's trying to win his second race in a row, be the first man to do that. Now take a look at your point standings coming into today. Christopher Bell, Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott have a really big points cushion. And then a couple guys, Ross Chastain won here last year. He's below the cutoff. And then you can see a couple other guys like Shane Van Gisbergen and Chandler Smith. They're not the best at this type of racetrack. So they might be out at the end of today's race. We'll have to see what happens there. As the drivers are going to roll off, we're going to get into your starting lineup. Row 1 is Joey Logano and Ryan Blaney, and row 2 is Ross Chastain and Chris Buescher. Chastain trying to get his second Phoenix win. Row 3 is Tyler Reddick and Bubba Wallace, and row 4 is Austin Cindric and last week's winner, Denny Hamlin. Row 5 is Ty Gibbs and Kyle Larson, with row 6 being Kyle Busch and your Daytona 500 champ, Chase Elliott. Row 7 is Christopher Bell and William Byron, and row 8 is Chase Briscoe and Ryan Preece. Row number 9 is Josh Berry and Michael McDowell, and row 10 is Eric Jones and Brad Keselowski. Row number 11 is Todd Gilliland and Noah Gragson. Row 12 is ORC winner Alex Bowman and John Hunter Nemechek. Then we have row 13, we have Daniel Suarez and Carson Osavar, and row 14 is Nathan Marquez and Chandler Smith. Row 15, we have Jamie McMurray in the 44 and Matt Benedetto in the 29. And then we have Connor Zilic, who had a hard hit last week, and AJ Allmendinger in row 16. Row 17, we have Justin Haley and Zane Smith. And in row 18, we have Shane Van Gisbergen and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Row 19 is Harrison Burton in the 51 and Cole Custer in the 41. Then in row 20, we have Austin Dillon and Riley Herbst. And rounding out your field today is Ty Dillon in the number 10. We're going to get into your race facts in here in just a moment to take a look at the race. 13 laps today, halfway bonus at lap 6. So there will be a caution there. There's 41 drivers. It's the 4th race of the season, and Ross Chastain is defending his win. And the green flag is out in the air, and we're racing here in Phoenix. Joey Logano is going to lead him down. Chastain getting clear of Blaney now for second. Will he try to make a move? No, he stays in line behind him. Yes, he does. Now in the dog leg. Chastain side by side with Logano. He's clear onto the backstretch. Now coming onto lap 3. Now, as we're going to see a flyby of the field, the number 1 out ahead, and big crash. Huge hit for Alex Bowman. Goes off the front bumper of Harrison Burton in the 51. We're going to have to take a look at the replay. Hard hit for the 48, though. Going to be an even harder hit in the points for him. He was up there pretty high, and Harrison Burton was actually running pretty good here in the 51, better than we expected, but just Bowman, I think, tried to clear himself off the 41 or the 51, sorry, and then the 51 was trying to come back up onto the track, and the 48 was trying to come down into the dog leg. Almost a good avoidance by Zane Smith back there behind him. You'll see the 48 is out of the race here. We're going to get into your choose cone now. We'll see where all the drivers line up for this next restart. So green flag is going to be back in the air, and we're back racing in Phoenix. Ross Chastain leads them down this time. Bubba Wallace getting a good run. So does Denny Hamlin. Here's Bubba Wallace is going for a second on Logano. He's going to clear him there. Now Bubba Wallace is running behind Ross Chastain, trying to catch him for the stage win, but he won't be able to. Ross Chastain will take the stage, and caution is back out again for the stage. Ross Chastain took the stage, showing that his car is dominant once again. You can see there where all the guys finished. Denny Hamlin went from somewhere back in the top 10, like 7th or something like that, all the way up to 5th. Good start for him. Chris Buescher's going to have a really fast pit stop here. We'll see. And then Ross Chastain coming down pit road. He's a little bit too tight, so he's going to loosen up that car a little bit. We'll have to see if that change will make any help for that already fast number 1. And the 23 has no changes, no notes. His car is fast. He just needs to be on track to make the moves. And Joey Logano is going to win the race off pit road with the number 1 next to him. Then Denny Hamlin starting 3rd, but 3 guys stayed out. That's Austin Dillon, AJ Allmendinger, and Shane Van Gisbergen all staying out. They will not have enough fuel to finish the rest of the race as we take a look at the replay here. Bubba Wallace, Ross Chastain just drove away with it there at the end. And we're going to take a look at your choose cone now. Now Chastain actually has the inside there. And Ryan Blaney has a penalty. I didn't even see that. He ran over the choose cone. We'll have to take a look here. We'll see right there. You can see right over the choose cone. Yet you can't do that per the rule book. So he's going to have to start all the way at the back of the field. But now after this, we're going to get finally back to the green flag. Back to racing. Green flag is back in the air for Austin Dillon and Shane Van Gisbergen. Gisbergen gets a bad start. Allmendinger, big crash. Oh. Connor Zilich is out of the race, or big hit head on for him, and a bunch of cars pile up behind him. And you can see the 3 there behind the 16, but Austin Dillon still holds the lead. And now this will give the 88, the 3, and the 16 fuel to actually run the rest of the race. As you can see, all the cars, a bunch of them, looks like 7 or so cars that are there. Harrison Burton involved in another one. Connor Zilich, a couple more. Ryan Blaney getting caught up with that penalty. This is his first DNF since the season 1 Daytona 500 in July of 2024. So a long time ago for him, but this will really help out the 3, the 16, and the 88, as they're going to have fuel to finish this race. As you can see, the 35 there, the 7 on pit road getting some tires, same with the 10. Just getting some tires as well, maybe some fuel, and then we can see the 35 of Riley Herbst getting some damage repaired on that Monster Energy machine. As we see your choose cone now, which means we're coming back to the green flag. We're back racing here as Austin Dillon, and now AJ Allmendinger is going to get a massive launch. Same with Chastain. Now he's going to the inside of Allmendinger, and he's going to clear him there on the front stretch. Now we see Ross Chastain running away with it. Is he going to run away? But Bubba Wallace is now to the inside of the 16. Will he let him run away like he did it for the stage? Chastain seems to be clear. Smooth sailing for him, but we can see Bubba Wallace poking in the back. With only 2 to go now here, we can see that it's only a 2-car fight. White flag is in the air. Bubba Wallace 2 is outside. Chastain clear again. Bubba to the inside, and Bubba Wallace will win in Phoenix. He just barely beats Ross Chastain. You can see Tyler Reddick and Denny Hamlin congratulating him there. His team owner and his teammate, as he's doing his burnout on the front stretch. We're going to take a look at your point standings. Bubba Wallace launched into 4th. Same with Chastain being launched into 3rd. Chastain 82 points above the cutoff. Great point stay for him. Same with Hamlin. Hamlin took over the points lead from Christopher Bell. That's going to give him a lot of points when the regular season ends if he can keep there. or stay up there. Joey Logano also moved up into the playoffs. And same with AJ Allmendinger, with a couple guys missing out from that big crash. So we take a look at your finishing results. Bubba Wallace obviously finishing on top, with Ross Chastain leading the most laps today. That's why his name is highlighted in blue. But you see AJ Allmendinger getting an impressive third place finish, and you can he's the only one of those three on that alternate strategy that finished up there. But you see Austin Dillon and Shane Van Gisbergen both got much better finishes than they would have if they didn't do that strategy. So definitely a great strategy call by all of their crew chiefs to give them much better finishes than they would have gotten without it. Now you can see some other guys like Carson Osvart severely underperformed this year for what we thought that he would, especially considering how good he's been in other series, but just nothing from that 77. We take a look at your long list of DNFs. We've had a lot of races that haven't had a lot of DNFs. I mean, none in race 2. Connor Zilic wrecking 2 races in a row now, but he was the only wreck last week, and now we see a bunch of guys wrecked out of the race. Not going to help. Bowman getting dead last drops him out of the playoffs. Well, thank you all for watching. I am making a truck series that should come out hopefully next Friday. If not, it'll be the Friday after that. But I will see you then.